Motoring 2012 on TSN is brought to you by Michelin, a better way forward.
Kia has been in Canada for 11 years, but up until the introduction of the Soul in 2009, very few Canadians were paying any attention. I say until, because the Soul was designed by Peter Schreier, who came over from Audi. And then he continued his design philosophy with cars like the Sportage, Forte 5, and the Optima. And yes, Canadians did take notice. And for the past several years, Kia has been outperforming the rest of the industry. Well, this week we're in beautiful state of Washington. We're in the fruit belt. If you're looking for a nice apple or pear, this is the place to come to. Well, needless to say, we're not here for the food, but as you might expect, Kia wants to keep the pressure on the rest of the industry and also maintain its momentum. So it's introducing a new vehicle, a car that Peter Schreier says, and you're ready for this, will reinvent the small car. And it's the 2012 Kia Rio.
The all-new Kia Rio for 2012 brings a host of new features to Kia and to the segment, such as Active Eco, Idle Stop Go, ISG. All these features give real-world fuel economy savings above and beyond the published fuel economy rating.
About 60% of the Canadian market is either Corolla-sized or Yaris-sized. So for Kia, the Forte has been an extremely important car, and now they've got the Rio 5, which is likely to be a larger seller than the Forte.
This cheap black plastic that sits around the instrumentation and the gear lever. This thing, even when in gear, has got more play in it than most manual boxes have in neutral. Instead of shifting through a nice crisp gate, it's like stirring a pot of stew. I hate to make light of it, but it really is laughable.
When they arrived in Canada, they had probably two of the worst cars I've ever had the displeasure of driving. The Cephia was an absolute tin box, and the original Sportage, well, frankly, I thought it verged on dangerous. It was just the worst piece of garbage I've driven in, I think, ever.
It's interesting, they're checking off a to-do list. So, over the past 8 to 10 years, they started with reliability. They've now moved into interesting products that are in segments they've never been into before. About 6 years ago, they hired a German designer to make the cars not only look distinctive from the mechanically similar Hyundai products, but also to be sold on a global market that's respecting design more than ever before.
The powertrain is a 138 horsepower, 1.6 liter GDI engine, all aluminum block, dual cam variable valve timing, variable intake system, electronic throttle control. It is absolutely amazing, especially combined with Active Eco, Idle Stop Go. Fantastic, powerful, yet efficient power plant.
Inside the new Rio, you notice a couple of things. First, just how quiet it is. You get it on the highway at highway speeds. I'm driving the 6-speed manual. You slide it in 6th gear, those revs drop down to just about 3,000 RPM. It's just such a nice, quiet, relaxing drive. The other thing that I really like is that it just feels like a much bigger car in here, especially in the front seat. And I know it sounds kind of anal, but I really love the steering wheel. Leather wrapped, and it's heated.
I like the styling in the sense that it gives it a kind of robust feel. It gives it a family look with the other Kias, but it also makes it distinctive from the accent. I think Hyundai Kia Motors